How to discern the voices, God's, the devil's, and yours. Understanding the voices in your head is vital for spiritual growth and making wise choices. Here's a breakdown of how to distinguish them. The devil's voice sounds like your own thoughts. If you're living in sin, the devil's voice can easily mimic your own, deceiving you into believing his suggestions are yours. The devil's voice also encourages wrongdoing. This voice rationalizes sin, convinces you it's not that bad, or tempts you to act against your conscience. The devil's voice can be powerful if you lack spiritual discernment. If you're not connected to God, it's easy to be misled by the devil's deception. This is your voice, your constant internal monologue. These are the thoughts you replay in your head, your plans, your worries, your desires, whether positive or negative. Here is God's voice. God's voice is a small, audible voice, prompting you towards good. When you're seeking God, you might hear this quiet, still voice encouraging you to do the right thing. It's often drowned out by the devil's voice if you're in sin. A life full of sin makes it hard to hear God clearly. But God's voice becomes louder and clearer as you draw closer to God. Building a strong relationship with God through prayer and obedience amplifies his voice. God's voice is wiser than your own thoughts. God's voice often guides you towards actions that require forgiveness, grace, or going beyond your comfort zone. How to hear God's voice clearly. Number 1, identify and repent of sin. Analyze your life and cut off anything that separates you from God. Number 2, cultivate a deep relationship with God by praying, reading the Bible, and spending time in his presence. Number 3, listen attentively. Pay attention to the quiet voice prompting you towards righteousness. Remember, the closer you are to God, the louder his voice becomes. By building an intimate relationship with him, you'll learn to discern his guidance and follow his path for your life. Discerning the voices takes time and practice, so be patient. Seek God's guidance and trust he will lead you. It's a journey, but the reward is a life guided by divine wisdom. Need help with support or to access our blueprint rebuilding your life or community? Visit inforebuildthiscity.com and let's rebuild this city. Agape All.